with the losses and live with the successes too, and not pat myself on the back too much when I win them, and not criticize myself too much when I lose them, and when I miss them. And fortunately for me, I haven't had too many chances to lose too many games, so I've won most of them. So I feel very, very privileged that I've had a good career that way.
Thanks to Mark Mosley, the Dogs in the Pound in Cleveland. Back one more time next Sunday when the Denver Broncos will travel to Cleveland. Welcome back to the Sports Machine. Now that the holiday season is over, time to get up early in the morning and go back to work. And the upset of the playoffs this year saw the Redskins shock the defending Super Bowl champion Chicago Bears 27-13. There were a couple of reasons why the Redskins won this game with the Bears. For some of the plays that affected the outcome of this game, I want to take you to Soldier Field in Chicago. Reason number one that Washington Redskins won, I think, was Jay Schrader's ability to read and then beat the blitz. Even with a man in his face, Schrader gets the ball to Art Monk, who beats Vesty Jackson and Mike Richardson 7-0 the Redskins. Second quarter came what I thought could be a big turnaround. Now, this is a play where Jay Schrader throws, is intercepted by Mike Richardson of the Bears. Richardson returns it 43 yards all the way to the 4-yard line. And you figure, sure enough, the Bears are going to break this thing open. But in 3 plays, they only get it to the 2-yard line. It's Walter Payton is called upon by Dexter Manley. Dexter Manley gets number 34. Walter Payton never made it to the end zone. One has to wonder how that affected the momentum of the Bears. And as far as the season, well, Walter obviously more than a little disappointed.
I think we accomplished some things that we can't hold our head up for, but the thing that we really want to do is to win the Super Bowl, and at this point we're out of it. So I think you have some bitter with the sweet.
Among the individual battles, there was the Willie Gault-Darrell Green matchup. Darrell Green, fastest man in the NFL. Doug Flutie throwing for Willie Gault, a spectacular defensive play turned in by Darrell Green to knock away a sure touchdown. There would be a later combination where Gault would team up with Doug Flutie. On a double pump, he beats Darrell Green for a 50-yard touchdown. It was a great matchup between two of the NFL's fastest men. First, Willie Gault.
As I said earlier going into the week, it wasn't a match between Darrell Green and myself. It was between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. But anytime an individual can help the team win, it's a plus for the individual. But unfortunately, it was a little bit too little today.
I feel like I didn't come in here with enough respect for him. I'm leaving here with a lot more respect, and I appreciate him as a person. And we talked after the game and find out we're brothers in Christ, and I'm glad about that. But I knew I had my job, cut out for me, because the guy can really run, and you got to respect a guy with speed. I don't care who it is.
Doug Flutie, only his second NFL start. He threw a pair of interceptions. This one going over the middle. Darrell Green, number 28, perfectly timed dive, comes up with the interception. For Doug Flutie, obviously a great deal of disappointment. And yet, as he reflects back, the question posed to Doug, what do you feel at the end of the game?
I really felt like I knew what I was doing. I felt comfortable. I prepared myself, and I was ready. I just didn't throw the ball the way I wanted to.
By contrast, Jay Schrader threw it exactly the way he wanted to. Going to Art Monk, number 81, the man who down through the years has been consistently the big play man for the Redskins. When the Skins call on number 81, he answers that call.
I just accept it as a challenge. I tell them I'm always there whenever they need me. Just call my number, and I'll be there for them. And it's happened last week. It's happened this week. And I just hope they keep calling it a little bit more.
I think you can feel they will, probably, Art Monk. In the NBA, while the record-breaking Lakers were hosting the Utah Jazz, Sacramento Kings were trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. And the Portland Trail Blazers, whose streak of 12 wins in a row at home were snagged by the Lakers, well, the Portland Trail Blazers were doing what they do best. Let's go to Portland, Oregon. Sacramento in blue, trying to pressure Portland throughout on this game, trying to pressure them into mistakes, but it just doesn't work because this team manages to break the press well. Now the Kings, Derek Smith on a miss. Holton will go to Jim Paxson. Paxson with a real pretty pass to Kevin Duckworth, the trailer on the play. Trailblazers led 65-55 at the half to the second half of the game. The Kings looking to get the fast break going. Would finally up to Reggie Theus with an excellent assist off to Terry Tyler. Reggie Theus, I don't care what their record is, he is one fine ball player in the NBA. On the run, Terry Porter will go to Clyde Drexler underneath the Kiki Vandeweghe. The Trailblazers are as tough as you can get, especially when it comes to playing on their home court. College basketball, 6th-ranked Indiana Hoosiers raised their record to 10-1. They down Ohio State 92-80. And in the Big East this afternoon, 10th-ranked St. John's suffers their first loss of the year. The Redmen lose to Villanova 62-54. Take you out to the main line of Pennsylvania. First half of the game, Villanova Wildcats, the home team in white, doing everything well. Gary Massey, excellent double pump underneath. Villanova Wildcats would lead throughout in this game and would come up with one great shot after another. Doug West, for example, off-balance shot would help lead Villanova with 16 points. Everything they put up went in. Lou Carnesecca of St. John's said, wait a minute, this is not the way it's supposed to be. And, of course, Raleigh Massimino said, hey, I don't know how it went in, but I'm sure enjoying it. 62-54, Villanova knocks off St. John's. And in Columbus, Ohio, Ohio State in white, Dennis Hobson, rebound with the ball. He'll go to Jay Burson. Burson on the give and go, back and forth. Despite the good fast break,